Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest,
and Cuddles the Brewmaster.
It's about to get real.
Well, hello, and welcome to episode 82 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US, for the Alliance, my friends. Today is June 6th, and we would like to thank you for tuning in to our special Tinkerbella show. You really need to change that, Sal. Thank you. I am Cuddles, and with me this evening is Salmisis. Sal, hi.
In this episode, we have the sexiest ex-Hordy to hit Oklahoma, Tinkerbella. The Warcraft movie is finally out in the States. Nate and Terrarts are here with Guild Haps and all of the Dr. Pope memes you can handle.
Woohoo! Hey, everybody, what's going on, chat room? How you guys doing? What's up? Sal, how are you doing?
I am wonderful. I didn't realize that we were up against the Warcraft movie premiere, which happens to be, I think, going on right now, according to the chat room.
Yeah.
I guess like Dairies and stuff, and like Mick Montgomery and stuff are there right now. So
yeah, all the real WoW celebrities are there. We're, however, hosting a podcast.
About WoW.
No salt. No salt.
Hey,
my invitation must have got lost in the mail. It's okay.
You know what? I don't even want to be in Oklahoma right now. It's kind of nice in NYC anyway. And I have my ticket to the show.
Hold on. Let's hit pause here. You wouldn't want to be in Oklahoma. If you had gotten invited to the premiere of the Warcraft movie, would you have gone to Oklahoma?
Oh, did I say Oklahoma? I was thinking Oklahoma because that's where Tinkerbella is.
Because you would have been very not in the right place. Like, you would have been in the entirely wrong movie. Sal would have had all these selfies, like, Sal live on Periscope in Oklahoma City Cineplex for the Warcraft movie premiere.
I meant California.
Yeah, well, those are basically the same thing. Everyone is like, listen, I want to either live in Southern California or Oklahoma. I don't know. I can't pick. They're like basically the same place.
Do you know what? I was supposed to go on a business trip to the West Coast, to Portland, again in a couple weeks, but I had to say no because a friend of mine is coming in from Africa for the weekend. I think he's in Africa right now. He's in Ethiopia right now. And yeah, he'll be in New York for the weekend. We are going
Ethiopian?
To party. No, he's American.
So he's just hanging out in Ethiopia?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
No, well, he's got a job.
In Ethiopia?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had those.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna continue talking about the Warcraft movie. And I got my ticket. I'm going to see it this Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Not like at midnight or something, but I'm seeing it at 7 p.m. on the IMAX, big fancy theater. And I even got like a seat that I know where I'm going to sit and all that. Because that is how movie theaters should do things from now on till forever. We should have assigned seating in movie theaters. I'm going to say this right now. Yes.
Yeah, they only do that in art theater for something called D-Box, which like the seats move and vibrate. And also, what marketing genius thought of calling it D-Box? Like, that's not a good idea, guys. Not a good idea.
It's like 4D. D-Box.
Yeah, come get in the D-Box. That's
yeah.
It's a great slogan. Way to go, guys. 4D.
You know, it's like they got the you're moving around and like the wind blowing your face and like the water like on your face sometimes with those things.
Yeah.
Like if it's splashing.
Yeah.
I had that at Disney World a long time ago. But anyway, look, I've got my realm maintenance necklace on. Woohoo.
I'm wearing my non-Warcraft related General Mittens and the Kittens Army t-shirt.
Wow.
He's a cat. He streams on Twitch.
Totally. The chat room is always the best part of the show. Tonight we've got. Is this because of the movie premiere? We've got these Alliance and Horde.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just typed anyone in the chat room that wants a symbol next to their name. You type /Alliance
or /Horde if you're wrong.
Thing is, I think Tinkerbella would do that. So if you type /Alliance, it'll say like for Lord Around or something like that, and you can have a little symbol next to your name too. I see Totemly Drunk is in the chat room. He doesn't have one. Dead Greed doesn't have one. Oh, I just realized something. For the Legion, says Draven Dresden. Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. I'm looking forward to the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to not having to dodge spoilers.
Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I do not have my ticket for the movie. I was planning on going to Minnesota for the meetup. That's been the plan since it was announced. Actually, originally I was going to go to Wisconsin, and then they announced the big Minnesota thing. And but then we took Cuddle Kid to the dentist like a week and a half ago. And took him to the dentist again this morning. They're like the actual like kid dentist. Yeah. I paid less for my first car than what I'm about to put in this kid's mouth.
Wow.
So
your son is so young.
4 cavities.
Isn't he gonna like lose all his teeth anyway?
2 of them are molars that are in the back that supposedly he's gonna have till he's like 11 or 12. So we got it because I legitimately asked the doctors like he has 4 cavities. I was like, okay, which one of these can we kind of ignore because like he's gonna lose them, right? And he kind of laughed at me. He's like, no, he's gonna have these till he's like 10. And I was like, oh, well, that's too long to ignore a giant gaping hole in his mouth.
And it might hurt and stuff, and they would need a root canal and
so we're getting him taken care of next week. In that it's not that like don't please people don't like you don't need to start sending canned food to my house or anything like that, but it's a significant enough impact that I can't do that and go. I could, but I'm going to be a responsible adult and take care of my child's teeth
that makes sense
rather than fly to Minnesota. And I would like to anonymously shout out. There were actually 3 guildies that messaged me after I said that I wasn't going to go and offered to fly me up with airline miles. So thank you. The 3 of you know who you are. Thank you so very much. It's just not something like I said, I could do it. It's just I need to adult and I wouldn't feel right having somebody fly me up there. But thank you so much. It makes me feel like very warm and special inside.
Well, there's also like buying food and beverages and all the things like.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, like I said, it could happen. It's not like we're not dining on ramen noodles yet. Unemployment is real, but not that real yet. There was one thing that I wanted to talk about before we brought Tynk in here. There was one thing I wanted to announce for the folks in here, if I could.
Sure.
Okay. So everybody is probably aware of at this point that I've been involved with in raising money for StackUp.org, the military charity that a lot of you guys helped me raise a little over $2,300, almost $2,400 now.
Amazing.
There was an awesome video, which I will link in chat here in just a moment after we get Tynk in, of the they actually showed the box that they put together and sent over and like talked about the soldier that it's going to. Wow. A gentleman in Afghanistan by the name of Harley with the 4th Aviation Division. He is a Black Hawk pilot. And so it was really cool to see that. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is now on Friday nights from 8 p.m. to midnight Eastern time, I'm going to be streaming on the StackUp.org channel. So you can go to twitch.tv/StackUp.org, and I'm going to be streaming on their channel for them each and every Friday evening. So if any of y'all are so inclined, I would love to see you guys over there. It should be a really good time. I'm kind of excited. They are partnered. And it should just be a lot of fun. We'll be doing all sorts of fun stuff over there. So yeah, There you go. There's my big announcement. Why don't we go get Tynk? See if he has anything to say.
Tynk! Let's get Tynk.
Yay! Where's Tynk?
Tynk. You know, it took us like 20 minutes to even find Tynk tonight.
Crap! What was his?
He comes on.
What was his name?
Started with an R or R-A.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And we couldn't find him. He wasn't answering. I got Dr. Pope to like call him and stuff. And he's like, oh, what? Oh, sorry. I was playing Overwatch. Overwatch. Y'all trying to find me.
So I understand there's been some memeing going on. And as a true Texan, I take offense. I'm going to set these over here. Don't worry about it. It's part of my collection. What's up? Oh, why the stone silence? What the crap?
What's going on, Tynk? How you doing, baby?
For those of you at home, he just totally did this Reaper thing. You playing a lot of Reaper in Overwatch right now?
I do play some Reaper. I'm actually a Reinhardt fiend right now. I'm pretty wicked on Reinhardt, but Reaper not so bad either. I did do I didn't flare them out though, and I didn't swing out and get dangerous
or drop them.
Oh, you totally should have just spun around the chair screaming, "Die, die, Dr. Pope, die!" I mean, what?
What?
Hey. Although he was an instigator, I think he has two dirty accomplices on the other side of the video screen. Not to mention a Belschnickel fool that's out.
Whoa, you're not talking about us.
I don't know. The conduit through which this started. I listened to the podcast. Oh, I was there.
Okay, well whoa. Let's back up. Let's back this truck up. Okay. There are people at home and there are people in the chat room maybe that don't know who the heck you are.
Oh, hi, people who
maybe you should enlighten them as to who you are.
Sorry. We did start off kind of in the middle of it, didn't we? Oh, see? Got it. That's it right there. So I'm Tinkerbell. I went to college with a gentleman named Belschnickel. And we StarCrafted through college, and then Star Wars Galaxied, and then Warcraft. And we've been going pretty much since startup. And that was our way to stay in touch and such. And we started out Hordes, and then when he started telling us about this podcast, Convert to Raid, we swapped over like 3 days after it started, and there we go. That's me.
Okay, but there's more to it. Okay, like where do you live? So Belschnickel.
If given the choice, would you be an elm tree or a poplar?
Well, I'm a poplar. Because except properly popular.
Oh.
See, that was a bad joke. No. So I moved straight out of college to Texas because I chased my girl to Austin and lived in Austin for 17 years. And January 1st moved to Colorado and actually ran into Turu. You don't remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives up about an hour from me. We actually had a barbecue at his house last weekend. So,
cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Really nice guy. So, Bell drugged me to the first BlizzCon 2 years ago, right? And it was the one.
It was 2 BlizzCons ago, yeah.
Yeah, and was just thought it was fantastic. Oh, he got to see all the memes. Or you're doing that, aren't you, Cuddles? That's sweet. Hopefully everybody's seeing those. I shuffled him some contraband so that he could help me get some burns out. Anyway, Warcraft was our way that we stayed in touch, all of us college guys. And Keyboard and Hot Tub and Belschnickel and I were all guildies in group, and then we all swapped over. Then Keyboard had a kid and Hot Tub had 4. So that was the end of them. And Bill and I are the only ones still going, although he retired from Warcraft like a pansy how long ago? So I actually just took a suspension through Legion. So I'm done raiding until Legion. I'm overwatching like a fiend right now. So,
Nice.
on a professional, I'm a physical therapist. I have a staffing agency in Texas, in Oklahoma, and Colorado, and I travel between them. So I drive a lot. And the weeks that I'm in Oklahoma, the family is up in Colorado right now. So I fiend out like a completely addicted and sick human being on Overwatch like crazy. So Rex, you know Rex, and Risk.
Of course.
And Yarvino used to be on in CTR, Zepeto, and even Bell every once in a while shows up. But we're all out there. And I heard you're an Overwatcher, right, Cuddles?
Oh, heck yeah. I'm loving Overwatch right now.
Great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who's your character?
I'm doing a lot of McCree right now until they bring on the Nerf bat. I hear that's happening with a quickness.
Yeah, I think it was Wrist is a ridiculously good player. He plays on his character. Wrist is what he called him when he played Warcraft. He's Saki in the game, but he's a ridiculously good McCree player. And we'll get Reinhardt shield up in front, and he'll flash bomb freeze people and then jack them behind the shield. And it's just not fair with Mercy giving him a damage boost. It's pretty neat.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
McCree has been like I can't think of a single hero that I hate to play. I can think of a lot of heroes that I hate other people playing. Cough cough May. Cough
Chip.
cough. Bastion, yeah. I am really, really impressed with how far out of the park Blizzard knocked it with Overwatch.
So killed it. I mean, I've read all the comparisons to it and the different games that they've tried to leech, and they just do what they do, which is take something and make it better. And it's just it's so good. But don't you hate it? You play with the May and you're sitting there charging in, and she's on your team and she puts a wall up right in front of you, and you can't get going forward because she's such a stupid player that she screws you up. Oh man, kills me. She's annoying on your team and off your team because it's very rare that you find somebody that's good enough that knows how to play her. But what's been fun actually is my little 12-year-old daughter loves playing Diva. She thinks she's the coolest character ever. And so she started to play it. She's actually a significantly above average player. She actually, in one of the, it was the tower where you have the 3 different zones you have to sit on, She ended up with like 41 kills as a 12-year-old.
What?
41.
Dude, it's these little kids. You can't compete against them.
I haven't even gotten 41 kills, which, by the way, she reminds me every time we play together. You only got 40, Dad. You're not even close. It's like, yeah, except you're my daughter. I can't do that. No, she's sweet. So I get her on, actually, and we'll get playing with Rex and everybody, and we'll alternate, and she'll take turns playing with the guys and see if they can catch and figure out when she's playing and when I'm playing. So she loves it getting there because everyone's like, oh, man, you did so good. And she's like, oh, it was me. So anyway.
Nice. No, I gotta ask you. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
Okay.
You keep on leaning back, and I see something on your arm, and it damn sure doesn't look like
what he's talking about.
On your forearm here, and it damn sure doesn't look like the CTR emblem or an alliance symbol. So what is this, sir?
Well, see, for those who played vanilla, only douches played alliance. So, they were the night elves with the name like Ghost Walker, Cloud of Thunder, Killer of whatever, all that, so we got on and just
like Tinker Bella.
So, yeah, like a manly name like Tinker Bella.
No, we actually literally got on and got the ugliest characters we could come up with and came up with the dumbest names we could come up with, which is why we have somebody named Tinkerbell, somebody named Hot Tub, and somebody named Keyboard. I mean, who's going to come up with that? His alternate's Soda Can. I mean, we're idiots. So we would just get on there because when it first started, it was you had some of those frat boys playing that, and they were all pimped out in their little elfy crap, and so we were all ugly, torn, and undead and stuff. So, and I was Horde all the way until CTR started, and they decided to do Alliance for some reason, and that's fine. But I bleed red. So anyway, I got this a while ago, and when I first saw it, when it first came out, I was like, I love that. I love the color. I love the design, but it is entirely too nerdy. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I ended up getting some other shamelessly nerdy tattoos that involved Elvish writing and my children's names. And my wife's like, you can't even pretend anymore. You might as well. So, what are you trying to do? You've got Elvish on your ribs, you jackass. And I was like, all right, so whatever. Anyway, I wanted some color and I liked it. And, it is what it is, but it's also the way that I've stayed in touch with my friends from college. I mean, I love Bell, but you know how life is. If you don't stay in touch with them in some fashion, if you're not in the same city or whatever, it's really hard to just keep up with somebody. And when you literally hang out with them every week, right? So it's been, I've been able to maintain friendship with a cool cat like him because of it. And, my other buddies as well. So it's kind of more than just a nerdy tattoo, right?
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What was Belschnickel's horde name?
Oh goodness, it was a really dumb name. God bless it. I can't remember the name of it. It was some weird L name. Licinius. That's what it was. Licinius. Like, he didn't come up with a funny name. He wasn't nearly as cool as us. What can you do? He did join it late though. He didn't start off with the rest of us. So, but yeah, he was Licinius. Now that I remember, we were in a guild called Greener Pastures, and we actually had a couple of the kids from Greener Pastures came over with us, Arctic and Malicious, and came over with us to CTR as well. So it's really odd to know people and hang out with them more than you do real life friends online, and never actually have face-to-face them, which is why BlizzCon was such a cool play for me. Oh, that's my favorite one, right? I put that up. He gets so salty when I put that one up.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah.
Everybody else see it or just me?
Oh, they can see it.
We'll talk about it now then. Anyone on the Twitch stream right now can see all these memes that Cuddles has been putting in place.
Whoa! Let's back up the blame train here.
You can't implicate him in this. He's a bystander. He is purely. I shuttled him a whole bunch beforehand. I just said, well, you told me to shuttle it to him, and I just bombed him with like.
I didn't realize you were going to send him 30. I thought you were going to send him like 4.
Oh, Bell wasn't lying when he said I meme things to death in our we have a group me channel, which by the way also is a really cool way to stay in touch. And there's a cluster of us that we talked about the last time I was on that hung out, and Dev and Jerry and A and Two-Root and Moose and Carm and anyway, Mega and so we get all in there, and if we ever make the mistake of putting a personal picture up, it is over. Because that's what happens. That's what happens. And I'm unfortunately the instigator, which is why when Dr. Pope, the evil genius that I discovered lives in the same town as me and had the misfortune of catching me sleeping on the same plane back to Austin and took a profoundly unflattering picture and then splayed it over the internet with zero care and complete heartlessness, that rat, bad person. So anyway, Bell took the opportunity to pay me back in a completely painful way, which when your daughter starts sending you pictures of memes of you sleeping like a jackwagon on a plane and she's 12. Oh, so
your daughter got a hold of that photo.
So that's why you got 30 because I've been busy. I got a couple.
Belschnickel. Okay, when we say this profoundly unflattering photo, it's just a photo of you fully clothed, sitting in an airplane seat, asleep with your mouth open. Okay, like it's not like an inappropriate photo by any means. However, some of the memes created have been
so wrong,
very inappropriate. Profoundly.
Yeah. And see,
even
mine are PG. Maybe a few PG-13, and I got a couple R-rated ones thrown my direction. So
I've seen the R-rated ones. I'm hoping it's not your 12-year-old daughter sending you R-rated.
No, she's. I don't know this man, stuff like that, But no, she's funny. She's
like dreaming of Dr. Pope's mom.
Right? Oh, see this one right here. Yeah. Anyway, I find
So anyone who's on the stream right now can see all these memes that have been popping up, every 10 seconds or so. Anyone who's listening at home, you're kind of missing out. This one might be a show for you to come and like scroll through the YouTube channel or something. Because there's a lot of good ones.
And repost them. If you can post these in any way and then repost them to whoever Twitter's they're about, oh, that's a good day. That's a good day.
Okay, now you came on here talking about revenge, and you had guns in your hands, and
Sorry.
you said when you came on, you said you wanted to take revenge on one person in particular.
There it is. No. I've got like 4 or 5 of these, and they're all really good. So that is fantastic. Now, in his defense, he felt so bad because of the R-rated ones that I got thrown at me that he gave me on a silver platter that one to do with as I would, and I did it as I would. So this
is that a mustache?
Oh no, it's not a mustache. It's a 70s porn stash. So zoom in on that classic awesome. That's what we call glorious, right? Look at that. That's fantastic. So I've got the one with this one time at BG's camp, and then I've got one where it says "Please help," and then it just says "My shirt is out of date" because it's OP. I think
the shorts are glorious.
Though they're fantastic. It just has never stopped fun. With that. And I actually found him on Facebook and posted a couple of his pictures off Facebook as well. I like the one that says "Get in the van." Oh, I was very nice though. He put that he did that one, so I actually just took one that he'd already made of himself, and then I took one of him in his doctor's scrubs, and he doesn't look like a doctor. He looks like a scary dude that wants you to get into the van with him, and so I mean that. But anyway, but he see, right? Tell me that doesn't look like a scary, creepy dude that wants you to get into the van right now. So, but he assuaged himself by hooking me up in a very cool way with BlizzCon tickets, because I got completely screwed both times. I mean, I logged on at the instant, couldn't get one, and he got 2, and then I think he got to the benefit dinner or whatever, right? And so he hooked me up with one of his other ones. So.
And do you know who else got the other one?
I do not. You?
Me.
Yes. Excellent. See, it's a win-win right there. So it's a classy dude, man. Have you gotten the email yet? I haven't gotten an email to confirm anything yet.
Oh.
So I think I need to call somebody. I think it might have gone to my junk folder or something. So anyway, another side note. But excellent. So me meeting up again.
That's right. I'm going to be at BlizzCon. So tell us about BlizzCon. About what you think about BlizzCon. About what you want BlizzCon to be this year.
This is the best question ever. So, I mean, it's like you get to meet people like Totem, right? Like how many times you get to run into somebody like that? You get to meet somebody like, because I don't recall BlizzCon 1 Cuddles, but BlizzCon 2, like a dude with a beard and a freaking kilt. Come on, where do you get to see people like that rolling around?
We're gonna have more kilts next year, I'm sure.
Perpetually happy, going after it, and it was awesome. So it's just a chance. Like I said, you're spending literally years of your life engaging with individuals that you never come face to face with, and it's your chance to come face to face with them, right? So, and again with the Group Me Carry On, had become good friends with some Cali people, Dev and Jerry and Mega, and so you get to see folks that you've seen other times. My brother lives out there as well, so I'm going to drag him up to the Nerd Fest. But
nice,
yeah. So good times. So I'm excited.
Is your brother single?
He is single. He is actually. I linked it. I think I put it up on Twitter. He's actually pretty badass. He did he has a company called 3D Live, and when Michael Jackson died, there was 3D technology they were going to put in his concert shows, and he and some of his friends bought up the company because it went bankrupt, and they used that technology to start to animate. He has a band, or had a band, called Kid Infinity, which you can YouTube his videos. They're pretty awesome. And he did editing assistance, was an assistant to James Cameron during the Avatar movies. And so he took the 3D technology and incorporated it into, he kind of does like EDM meets the Beastie Boys, right? And he took the animation, he and his buddy Nate, and they animated it to their music. And then they projected out into the crowds. Everybody got 3D glasses on, and there's animations going on while they're singing and rapping and jumping around and being crazy. And then the band Primus took the technology and used it on their tour. And then Morgan Page took the technology and used it on their tour. And then there's a theme park called the Great America or something like that, right? You know what I'm talking about, in Cali? Anyway, some theme park up there, and BioWare, the game. They had a game. I don't know the game now off the top of my head. Anyway, they did a 4D animation ride that you can look up on 3D Live. I linked it in my Twitter about a week or two ago. Anyway, it's amazing that the work that they've done. And so anyway, he's balling out there. So yeah, I have to introduce you to him, right? You can hang
Yes,
with the
please.
Yeah, he gets a call at 3 a.m, and I kid you not, it's Elon Musk. You know who he is, right?
Yes.
And he says, "I want to see your stuff." He comes over to their warehouse to see the technology that they're doing for this BioWare stuff, and he's geeking out on it. And he says they started popping shrooms and talking about going to Mars, you know, in the future. I mean, like, just like the guy's mind is so insane that who gets that freaking phone call at 3 a.m? Come on.
Wow.
So yeah, not me. No, not in Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm stuck in an OU chair, right?
Oh.
In just this place. But,
Okay. Well, we're rounded towards the end of it, and
We're having
you
so
have
much-
any? What?
we're having so much fun.
We are. We could really talk to you for a lot longer,
Right.
and but we do have a cutoff. We're gonna do that, but before then, I'd like you to give any shout outs.
I have one other one. The one with Nate, where Nate's licking her face. Where Nate's
Licking
licking her face.
I want to save that for when Nate's on.
Okay, save
'Cause
it for when
gonna
he's
be
on.
shortly.
Because you can give him one from me, because that was one of my faves right there. So
Lord.
sorry. Oh, you'll see it. So shout outs. I kind of went through them already. With Overwatch. Rex, Yar, Zap, Wrist, or Saki, my daughter, London, awesome player, and just the Warcraft guildmates, and GroupMe guildmates, Mill, and Mega, and Dev, and Jerry, and A, and Two Root for inviting me to a barbecue, and stuff. Oh, and one other thing, frickin' Belschnickel. So I had planned an awesome surprise. Okay, so Hot Tub, right? Our buddy from college.
Yeah.
He lives in Oklahoma, where I'm at right now, and I was going to have him sitting right next to us and kind of pop on and surprise Bell, because he wouldn't have known he was going to be here. He thought I would be somewhere else, And I had the whole thing planned out and the whole deal. And so I text Bill, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to be there." I said, "What do you mean you're not going to be there?" "Well, I'm out in L.A. doing my Hollywood crap," because he's Mr. So anyway, needless to say, I'm a little bitter about it. So I let him have it. And then he, of course, threw it back at me. "If you were a regular listener of the show, you'd have known I was going to be gone." So I knew you were going to be gone, you jackass. But, I just thought he was still going to. So anyway, he said he was going to. Oh, you know what? That actually might have. No, he was going to call in and do a ghetto call where he was going to be on speaker and, say hi to you guys.
Listen,
But
he is. You know how busy he is right now.
yes,
Like,
I do, which is why it's even more fun to make him feel bad. Right? So when somebody's truly busy and legitimately detained, to pile on them then is, even more evil and fun.
How can our lovely guildies find you on Twitter?
On Twitter at Rogdon with 2 N's, ROGDONN, and you'll see my awesome Tinkerbell eating a drumstick really angrily.
That is awesome.
Wasn't that great? Like, how could I find that? That's like the coolest one ever. It's a profile pic. Yeah, that's me.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. I cannot wait to see you out in Anaheim. Just a few short months away. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Have a great night.
Later.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Who do we want? Do we want Nate or T? Let's get T. Let us get T. T! It's time for T! Tour Arts. The lovely, the amazing, the wonderful, my boss, not yours, but just mine. We're going to add her in here. And of course it switches. Why would you switch? Skype, why would you do that?
Oh Lord, what did Skype do?
Skype, go home, you're drunk. So I call Tynk, and it put him on the left side of Sal. And then I call you, and it puts you on the right side of Sal. So you guys, just everyone in the chat room that's watching this live, just deal with this. You'll get it.
By now they should know who's who.
Exactly. So T, what's going on? What's up with the guild apps?
Lots of stuff is going on with the guild. It's pretty exciting. We're staying active despite the fact that everyone hates WoW right now. But it's fine. It's fine. We have June 12th, so coming up in 6 days, Hellfire Citadel 1, 2, and 3 LFR. LFR sucks. It's better to do it with guildies. Great way to get Valor if you're trying to, get some of those ring achievements for alts. Awesome time to be had. We have a fun event happening on the 18th, CTR Welcome Wagon. So it was a Reddit post, I think, talking about how when the movie launches, all these people are going to be coming back to the game, or new people are going to be coming to the game. So let's really show them, how awesome it can be, because it can kind of be overwhelming. Like when I started, I was confused as to why you could walk into everyone's house. Like, what's happening? Why are you walking into all these houses and buildings? It doesn't make sense. So there's going to be people like that. So what event planners have decided to do, and a lot of other people in the guild, is just go to these low-level areas, buff other players. We have some people who are gathering mats right now to make bags, some people who have donated gold to give a couple pieces of gold, and really just welcome these people, answering questions, offer encouragement, and show them that it's not just the end game that can be fun. Encouraging them to group up, that sort of thing. So right now, when CTR is doing it, is going to be June 18th from 4 to 7 p.m. server. For those who are participating at higher levels, they'll be in Discord. We'll have some just fun little prizes to give away, small raffles for those helping out. But it's a great way to really show new players, and maybe even players who've been gone for months or years, that people are still involved. There's still a wonderful community, and even though you can't get into CTR till 15, you can still show them just how great the server is, even if they don't choose CTR. So kind of a unique fun event that we have happening. We are going to have an Overwatch event on the 19th. It was supposed to be the 5th yesterday, but some things happened, so we're rescheduling it to the 19th. Basically, CTR overtakes Overwatch. That's a sentence. So that's going to be pretty fun. Where's is setting that up? So if you want to sign up, please do that, because there's only a limited number. You can have 6 versus 6 and then room for 6 spectators. But you can be in the Discord chatting. A lot of people can be in there just, watching, having fun. But if you want to attend that, definitely sign up so you can get in. We also have a Clean Your Bags event. It's kind of another helping guildie type event. A lot of us, I'm sure, have just piled on, stockpiled, hoarded stuff, and expansion's coming. So it's a great time to clean out. So as you're going through stuff, if you find items that you think new players or people who may be trying a new alt would find helpful, send them to me, Turarts. And then on the 19th from 6:30 p.m. server to 8, I will take all this stuff, useful stuff, because I have a ton of left sharks that I'm going to put in a guild bank somewhere, and just donate them. Give them to people who will need them maybe for an alt or for a new player. So any items you have would be awesome, just to kind of help out people who may be new to the guild or just new to that spec. So a lot of fun happening there. As far as going into the summer goes, we are going to be having another raid recruitment event. That'll be happening middle of August, so kind of watch for that. We also will be doing some sort of raid prep for Legion events. I haven't decided if it's going to be just like a roundtable type of thing where we have some top people talking to you about how to, prepare for raiding, that sort of thing, or if it's going to be just like gathering a bunch of mats at the beginning of the expansion and passing them out. Still up in the air, but just something to kind of get people prepped for the expansion. Otherwise, besides that, we're just kind of kicking things off, trying to get people involved. Definitely watch the calendar. I'm sure there's going to be lots of fun things coming up, especially as well-played party starts to round out. We'll have lots of fun events throughout the summer for that. So that's it, I think. Lots of stuff. Oh, and I'm looking for event planners. That too. I know it's a lull, but definitely want to get back up before Legion drops to get some excitement. So if you are interested, let me know. ctrguildevents@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and I will get with you. Otherwise, as always, guild.converttrade.com for all your raiding event news.
Woohoo!
I think I'm done. That's a lot of stuff. Lots happening.
Awesome.
Wow, yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
We may be in a lull, but we're still trying to fight it. So
Nice.
No,
Nice.
with the movie coming out and like
I
the
know.
pre-patch coming, like WoW is about to explode again, guys. Like it's about to happen.
greeters have been very busy. So as people start to level and get up there, definitely want to try to have events, for people to do stuff so they don't get bored. So it'll be a lot of fun. Lots of activity coming up.
Right on.
Nice.
Very exciting.
It
Very exciting. And I have to ask on a totally different note, how is everyone in your house?
Everyone is good. I wasn't on the last show. I had an emergency room visit. I've done lots of antibiotics. I am better now, finally coming down from it. But that was gnarly. Miles is doing phenomenal. He turned 4 today.
What?
He
Happy
did.
birthday, little guy.
It was his 4th birthday. He's currently crying in bed because he doesn't want to go to bed, even though he fell asleep on the car home. And
Sounds
that
about
basically sums up kids, is they fall asleep and then they get home and now they don't want to sleep. But no, everything's good. Husband's doing great. Work is busy, so he's being kept busy, but gotta work to make money. If you didn't, I would not work. But yeah, my household is doing lovely, finally back in healthy order, which is good. So
Right on. Well, we are very glad to hear that. I know a lot of guildies have been asking around our Discord, and
yes,
so I'm glad to hear everyone's doing well.
it is. Yep. Life is getting back to normal, and I haven't hopped on the Overwatch train yet because I suck at first-person shooters, but that will be in order probably in the next couple weeks. So if you see me in there, don't laugh or make fun of me because it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, but it'll be fun.
Right on. Well, have a wonderful night. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, T.
No problem. Have a good night,
Thanks, T. Bye.
Toodles.
guys. Bye.
Time for tea.
No, that's over now. You're
Oh.
like really behind on that.
Really, really behind.
Let's get Nate.
I'm totally like watching the chat room. Chat room's on point tonight.
Chat room is on point. Good job, chat room. Kudos, chat room.
I really, if I just want to giggle, I just look at the chat room. Navox is rocking the troll. Nate,
Hi.
hi.
Oh, I'm on. Sorry, I was looking at the live stream trying to mute it, and then I was like, wait, I'm not on. Yes, I am. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
It's confusing. I don't know what's going on today. It's hot, and I haven't been sleeping, and because it's hot, and yeah, I'm tired, and I just want to go back to sleep.
Tinkerbell is asking you to look at the stream.
Oh boy. Yes, that is yes.
Yes. So, folks at
Oh,
home,
yes.
sorry. I mean, folks listening at home. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's show, but there's lots of images happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But,
glorious. That's worth looking up the YouTube or the video on demand.
Oh, what you got?
That's incredible. All right. First up, let's go through the raid report. And let's see. Let's start with Ingenious. Those guys got normal Archimon down to complete their Hellfire Citadel, even though this says they didn't complete it. It's Archimon. They're done. They did normal. Good job.
Yay.
Go home, CTR progress site. You're drunk. They also got heroic Iskar down, so they are now 7 of 13 heroic as well. Sunday Mass Resurrection. Those guys got heroic Iskar, Zakun, Zul'Harrak, and Sokrathar this in the last couple weeks. They're now 10 of 13 heroic. Keep pushing, guys. You are almost to your mooses. Mises. I once saw a flock of moosen.
Moosen.
A moose bit my sister.
Ouch.
Huh.
They have big teeth. That would be a great name for a raid team, by the way.
A moose bit my sister?
Yeah.
That would have been a great name for this raid tier, for sure. That's what someone go tell Friendship Moose they need to rename. Let's see, who else do we have here? We've got Rectified. I know they've been working on this for a long time. Those guys got Mythic Gorfiend down. They're now 6 of 13 Mythic. Congratulations, guys. That's a hard fight.
Well done.
To Hardcores, they got Heroic Archimon down. They are now 13 of 13 Heroic. Congratulations to those guys. They're in the Moose Club. And that is it for this week.
Right on.
As far as the raid report goes.
No, that isn't it for this week, though, is it, Nate?
No, this is not it for this week. Although, I don't know how to put this gently, guys. This is it for me on the Converted. This is my last week. As of yesterday, I have officially stepped down as a guild officer for Convert to Raid. It has been a wonderful 3 years, and there's been a lot of hard work, and all right, I'm not going to get emotional. Here we go. It's been a lot of hard work. There's a lot of sleepless nights. There are a few people who can certainly attest to how bad my sleep schedule was when I did the spreadsheet for tracking raid teams at the beginning of this expansion. But I wouldn't trade this last 3 years for anything else. This community is amazing, and I am just really lucky to have been able to be a part of it, and to be able to hopefully leave a lasting mark on the community. It's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm still going to be in game. I'm still going to be in the community. Still going to be mostly on Twitter and stuff. But yeah, real life is kind of ramping up for me. I've got a lot of things going on that just I need to focus on those for a while and not on my time in game. And I really want to get my time in game back to being, pure fun and not logging in half the time for work and half the time to play. So yeah, it was a hard decision, but yeah, I'm having to walk away from being on the stream every 2 weeks with you guys, and all the wonderful stuff that this being in this position in the community has afforded me. So thank you to everybody, to Zug and Jules, and Tour Arts and Ursangus as our other department heads. Even Darius gets a thank you. I don't know what for, but he can have one. Thank you to all the event planners who work hard all year round to try to keep people interested. The greeters, I can't forget you guys. You guys were my first role in the guild too. So you guys also hold a special place in my heart in the officer corps. And thank you to everybody else. I really, really do mean that I was honored to be a officer for this community.
Okay, but you're not going anywhere. You're still in the guild. You're still playing all the games, and we're going to still see you on the streams and all the things, and you're going to be around.
You'll see me in game. You'll see me on social media. I don't know if you'll see me on streams.
Well, like people, you'll show up in like Cuddle's chat room and stuff like that, or the places that you show up.
If I can, I will.
I
I
mean,
will
I
try
don't know
to
if I'm
show up.
making that up or not, though. I guess I'm making that part up. But like, you've been okay. I get like people feeling sad, but like you've done a lot of hard work for multiple years now. Let's just let someone else do it. I think that's perfectly fine. Like we're gonna, like you're still our friend, and we're totally gonna see you. You know, and thank you for your years of work. That's, you know.
I don't even understand. Like, I haven't even been around for all this. I don't know what it was like, but brother, I am extremely grateful for the work that you put in to pave the way for this guild becoming what it is. And man, just thanks. Like, I'm gonna miss seeing you every 2 weeks. I'm gonna.
Oh, that's for sure.
You better be ready for some cuddle hugs at BlizzCon, bro. I'm just saying. I'm coming straight for your little bald self. I'm coming for you, bro. Better watch out.
I will say that the plan is still to go to BlizzCon. There is a very distinct possibility that I might not be going to that this year either. That's because I have a job interview this week. And if I get that job, I have a 6-month training program, and I don't know how flexible they are on that time schedule.
Yeah, but we wanted to get the job, though.
I want to get the job as well because I desperately need a change, as anyone who's read my Twitter feed in the last ever can attest to. So the plan right now, still have my ticket, still going. But if that changes, I will definitely let you guys know. And no, you can't have my ticket. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, gosh. Well,
You will be missed.
good job.
And great job. Well done.
Good job. Like, really, really great job. The amount of hours that you have put in to this guild, like, and on stuff that's not necessarily fun. You know, all this organizational stuff, the spreadsheets, I mean, just, it's kind of insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I easily put 80 hours into the spreadsheet when I first built it for keeping track of raid teams. And then I went, you know what? I can definitely do this better. And I think I did another 80 hours on it. And that was in the span of like 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah, with thousands and thousands of members, you know, in Convert to Raid, that's completely something that happens. So,
And just to be
big
clear,
shoes to fill.
all those hours, all that time that you put in for the person that wants to step up, the annual salary for a head raid liaison for a Convert to Raid is how much now?
If you're lucky, maybe Pat will buy you a beer at BlizzCon.
There you go, $19, folks. $19 a year. Those beers are fucking expensive. But
They
no,
are.
Nate did a lot of this out of the goodness of his heart. So guys, if you see him around, make sure you shoot him a thank you. I want to see some love on Twitter from the Converted Podcast crew. Thanks, man.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna miss being here every 2 weeks, but it's time for another great adventure.
You know, I didn't
Indeed.
even think about it that way. I was thinking about, like, man, you know how much work that is? Yeah, like, let someone else do it. You know, but then I'm thinking, wait, that means he's quitting the podcast.
Yeah. Well, he's not actually quitting the podcast. We can still have him on every 2 weeks. I don't know
Yeah,
what we just
I'm
talked
just not
about his
gonna
new
have any-
job.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna have anything to say.
Nate, how's your new job report going?
Yeah,
I didn't think about it that way at all.
Yeah.
it'll be Nate weather report. And now here's Nate with the weather. Nate with the job report. It's going good. Thanks, Nate.
How long have you been part of
It's
this
good.
team?
God, I
2 years?
about 2 years. Probably I think a little more than 2 years.
Nate
Yeah.
can go back and do fortune cookies.
Yeah.
We can't do fortune cookies. We have to do something very similar. Maybe you could do, I don't know, what's like a fortune cookie. You could come and do Magic 8-Ball answers to things.
That would work.
We could do predictions for like the newest patch, and you could just come on and be like, the answer is unclear.
We
And
could
then
do
just leave.
just come back and tell dad jokes and just leave.
There you go. We'll find something. Chat room help.
We'll figure something out once I have a better idea of what my schedule's going to be.
Right on, man. Well, do not be a stranger. Before we all start crying,
I didn't think about the podcast part.
Yeah, Sal was very like, well, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it just hit her.
Yeah, I don't know what's next for our department. I'm not sure who's taking over. I put that into the hands of the Iron Council to determine. But yeah, it's going to be strange for me